Entrepreneurial advice number 4. Now, this is going to be a 4-step plan on how you can increase your chances of actually being successful. Now, these are some skills that I learned from people like Iman Gadzhi, Hamza Ahmed, Charlie Morgan, and Mike Thurston. So these are all lessons I learned from them, which I will compile into this really short video for you. However, the actual task itself is probably going to take you 20, 30, 40 minutes to complete. It's a really simple task that just requires quite a bit of brain power. Now, the first step out of the 4-step plan is to figure out what success looks like to you in 5 years. So I've already done this. And in 5 years' time, I've said that I wanted to have generated $5 million in revenue, have a 1% physique, have grown this YouTube channel to over 1 million subscribers, to have a Instagram following of about 1 million followers, as well as a few other things. And so this is what success looks like for me in 5 years. The second step, following on with this exact point, is working out how you're going to achieve this success. So things that I wrote down were things like becoming incredibly consistent, becoming incredibly disciplined, incredibly ambitious, removing all self-degrading or negative thoughts, constantly working on my business, constantly working on my physique, my diet, my mental health, finding a group of brothers that I can build and learn with, and many other things like constantly learning new ideas and principles. And so these are the steps I'm going to take to achieve success in the next 5 years. Except only thinking about how you're going to achieve success isn't the full picture. So the next 2 steps, we're doing the exact opposite of that. And this is even more powerful than just thinking of how you're going to be successful. Firstly, everyone thinks about what they want in 5 years from now. So what does success look to them in 5 years? Everyone dreams about that. No one really creates a detailed plan of how to get there. And so that's what we just did. Now, barely anyone will actually think about what failure looks like in 5 years. And almost no one will work out how they will achieve failure in 5 years. Now, this may sound backwards to you, but negative thoughts are literally the most powerful thoughts in your brain. Now, powerful doesn't mean good or bad, it literally just means powerful. Our bodies are hardwired to treat negative things 3 times more powerful than a positive thing. Getting served bad food at a restaurant is always going to be way more memorable than receiving good food at a restaurant. And that's just one example. But that's what you need to understand. Negative thoughts are almost 3 times more powerful than positive thoughts. So working out what failure looks like to you in 5 years is way more powerful than just imagining what success looks like. So failure for me in 5 years is being in the exact same position that I am right now. Not having a successful online business, not having a 1% physique, not having a group of brothers working towards success. And everything that I listed off as success in 5 years, I basically just said the opposite of that is what failure is. So not achieving a single point of success, that's failure. Achieving all but one of those points is still failure. So we're now going to follow the 4th step of the plan, is to work out how you're going to achieve failure. Because like I said, this is 3 times more powerful than just the first 2 steps. So essentially, you're probably going to say the opposite of step 2. You're going to say, stay inconsistent, stay undisciplined, stop learning new skills, fall back into bad habits, but try and get more specific. Try and get more specific about the exact things that you do that will guarantee your failure. So loading up that one website on your phone late at night, watching more than necessary self-help YouTube videos, eating unhealthy food. These are all things that are negative to your life. So write them down and figure out what they are so that you can actually avoid them. Because once you've clearly defined what you need to avoid, it's so much easier to avoid them. And if you're not failing, the only other option is success, right? If you're just trying to succeed, you might fail. If you're focusing on not failing, you're gonna succeed. Now, I'm going to also quickly share with you something that destroys that sort of framework that I just gave to you. When skiers ski through the trees going downhill, you may watch a video of them skiing through the trees and you may ask yourself, how the crap do they do that? Because if you and I were skiing, we would think about not hitting the trees, which would make us crash. Because we're focusing on the trees. We're focusing on what we're not supposed to hit. Meaning we're focusing on it, meaning we're gonna hit it. Skiers focus on the gap, the white path through the trees. That is their success. So you need to take both of these ideas, because if you're trying to ski down the hill to success, if you have not clearly defined what a tree is, if you have not clearly defined what a failure is, you're not going to know to avoid them. But if you know what they are, you can work out how to avoid them by focusing on success instead of on the failure. So that is the 4-step plan to pretty much guarantee your success in the future, because 90% of people in the world will not do this, meaning you'll make more money or be more successful than 90% of people. So thank you for watching this really simple video. Peace out.